Hello everyone, a very good morning and welcome to PKSP Ground 1 where the excitement is set to unfold. It's Boshundhara Sports City LMS Dhaka League powered by ACE and it's so cold and chilly here at PKSP Ground 1 and we're all set for the match number 1 between Citibank and ShareTrip. It's going to be Lotiful Ajum Badhan with the first ball. Slower, down the leg. Imon Ahmed just works it away and gets a single. It's a foggy weather, so the bowlers will have some tough time to grip the ball. And the first ball was full toss. Perhaps it slipped out from the hands of Badhan. And this brings Eskarifuzamanakash on strike. Once again down the leg. And this time around, the umpire Mushfiq Nitol has to extend his arms for calling it a bite. So it's going to be a daunting task for the bowlers to bowl at the right lines because the ball is really difficult to grip with the dew in. And as we see, Badhan is turning into be almost a spinner, wrapped on the pads. Appeal, but no response from Mushfiq Nitol. Right, so he's curtailed his run up a little because he was facing difficulty to hold the ball with the long run up, and it's always difficult under these circumstances for the fast bowlers to operate. And there is also left hand right hand combination, so hitting the persistent line right from the get go is more tough. Imon goes straight in the air, should be taken. The fielder getting on the knee, and he grabs it. Yes, he was in pain. It was a tough catch, but that's the first blood. Citibank lose their first. It's Imon Ahmed who perishes, and Imran was the fielder who had to grab a difficult catch under difficult weather. The first one falls down. Citibank are 5 for 1. So the fall of the first wicket brings Hadia Zaman Shishir into the middle. Since the first wicket fell down, Akash and Shishir has to form a partnership in order to reconstruct this innings. Shishir works and gets a single. But the much needed breakthrough has been found in the first over. That's a cracking stroke, straight down the ground, all the way for 6. A counter punch from Eskarifuzaman Akash, and he ends the first over in a grand note. After 1 over, Citibank are 12 for 1. So it's going to be Jahidul Islam Shipu for the next over. इसके Arifuzzaman Akash decides to break the shackles and hit a swashbuckling stroke straight down the ground in the last delivery of the first over. Oh, that's a ripper of a ball to kickstart the second. Shipu hits the deck really hard, and that ball had a bit of zip as well from the surface. That's interesting because under these muggy conditions, you don't expect a lot of bounce to happen. But the first ball had an awkward bounce, and that rose up very sharply to Shishir. Oh wow, this is some really good bowling. Once again, the same length. The line was slightly different, however, that same amount of zip, which completely tormented the batter. He was in double minds whether to go to the front foot or rock back to the back. This is some really good stuff from Shipu. Wow! Some swing in the air this time around. This is excellent bowling. Superb bowling from Jahidul Islam Shipu. All of a sudden, the ball is speaking a language what the batters are completely unable to understand. Three deliveries and three rippers back to back. Wow. Another delivery which is also appreciable. Change of line. The last delivery was within the stumps, but this time around he dragged it to outside the off stump. But the swing was visible and not prodigious, but enough swing to beat the batter. Cut just for a single, but a great over comes to a close from ShareTrip's perspective. Only a single from it after 2. It's 13 for 1. Well, not an auspicious start for Lotiful Ajum Badhon. It was too wide down the leg side, and that extra bit of swing took the ball away from the keeper as well. So 5 wides, and this is not even the legal delivery bowled. So Citibank gets 5 runs as bonus, and certainly that will help them to remove a lot of jitters. The struggle was visible for Hadia Zaman Shishir against. Oh wow! It's a counter punch! A swashbuckling strike! Over long on. And Shishir gets one out of the screws for a 6. 11 runs from the first legal delivery. Lotiful Ajam Badhon will be under the cosh. Was in the slot for Shishir, and he said thank you very much. And the ball has been lost perhaps, so the 4th umpire will be having a tough day to get another one. But it's 24 on the board for Citibank, and they can have a move on after losing the first wicket. Slightly leg side-ish. Azam should eye for that off-stump challenge perhaps, as he's getting the ball to move a little. That's better. The line was way better, and the length was also fuller. Thus, the batter gets a couple because the ball went in the gap and the fielders had to cover a bit of ground. So the winter is finally wintering at Bangladesh. Shot. It's a four. A freebie from Badhon, gleefully accepted by Hadia Zaman Shishir. He gets the second boundary of this over, and once again, this is turning out to be an expensive one. 16 runs already, and still a ball to be bowled. So Badhon will be under the pump. Not in the gap. Should find the fielder. No, it doesn't. The fielder was slightly nonchalant as well, and the ball reached the fence without any barrier. 20 runs, in fact 21 runs came from the third over. After 3 it's 34 for 1. So Shipu returns and he had a fantastic first over where he really made the ball talk. Shishir was the batter who faced all 5 deliveries. Now it's Akash. Let's see how does he go against Akash, who looks to be in some great touch. Oh wow! Was in the air for a while but safe. Once again, that extra bit of bounce completely surprised Akash. And it was a top edge. Fortunately, that no fielder was near the ball. A little chat between Shishir and Akash as Shishir struggled a lot against Shipu in the first over. So he has to be circumspect. He needs to understand how to deal those length balls of Shipu as he's getting some swing as well. Wow, beats the outside edge one more time. The struggle is very much persistent. Yes, Shishir got some runs in the last over, hit a 6 as well, but against Shipu, he's still confused, he's still struggling, and let's see how this battle turns out. Cut. Should be a couple of runs at least because it's gone in the gap. Citibank are the defending champions of Last Man Stands Dhaka League, and they beat BMC Victorians in the final last year. So this champion side would love to make some statement, and they know how to make a strong comeback after losing the first wicket. That's what is being tried by these two batters. The call is for 2, but the fielder was agile to prevent that couple. It was pushed with soft hand, but then again, this outfield is really fast. It's a cold and chilly morning here at Puberga Krida Shikha Pratishthan Ground 1. This can be called bone-chilling cold. The fielders are having a tough day in terms of catching. Even the first wicket was also a caught out, and the fielder was in extreme pain after taking that high catch. So the batters may want to play some aerial balls because the fielders will be struggling to grab those. But let's see how things turn out as Arifuzzaman Akash is back on strike. The experienced campaigner was one of the members of the World Cup winning last man stands Bangladesh team as well. Watchfully plays and gets a single to retain the strike for the next over. After 4, it's 39 for 1. So the first change in bowling, it's going to be Osman Goni Sabit. Wow, what was that? Kept really low and that completely bamboozled the batter. It wasn't that tossed up, but the height, my word. Arifuzzaman Akash is an absolute surprise. Shouts of catch it in the air as well, but lands in the no man's land. It was edgy slightly from Akash. Was looking to throw a kitchen sink at that one. He's gutsy as well, that must be said, because after seeing that awkward bounce in the first delivery, he went for that aggressive stroke. Lack of bounce, not the height Shishir expected. A half-blooded appeal as well. Rightfully denied by the umpires because it was sliding down the leg too much. Usman Goni Sabit has an action which almost matches with the biggest superstar of Bangladesh cricket, Saqib Al Hasan. He holds the ball like this, and perhaps he tries to imitate Shakib, but this time around, that delivery went down the leg and no one is there to stop it. So it reached the fence in no time for a boundary, and Sabit has to rebowl that. Alright, so change in arms. He seems to be an ambidextrous bowler. He was bowling with the left hand and now he's become a right arm off spinner. Usman Goni Sabit can do everything. That's it, straight down the ground, but should be stopped. And the fielder does really well. Once again, it's Imran who took the first catch. And a couple of runs in the meantime. Then again, it's a good over from the perspective of Citibank. 9 runs from it. After 5, it's 49 for 1. Shipu continues his spell. Usually the fast bowlers delivers a couple of overs and then they're kept off. But Shipu is going great guns. Has bowled exquisitely in the first couple of overs. Has been the most successful bowler, of course. And the 50 has come up on the board for Citibank. It's 50 for 1. That's cracked third. In the gap as well. Hadia Zaman Shishir gets a boundary, and that's the first boundary scored against Shipu. Once again, he was looking for the length delivery and to swing the ball back into Shishir, but there wasn't much swing, and the line was also a tad bit wider. Hence, Shishir got that room for playing that shot, and there was a big vacant point as well between deep extra cover and long off. This he could easily thread that gap and get a 4. Shishir moves on to 32 now from 18. He's really helped Citibank to remove that early signs of nerves, and now they're off and running. Oh, shot! Once again, a shot of authority and some class as well. The struggle has completely vanished for Hadia Zaman Shishir against Shipu. And it's 2-2 for him. Shipu will be under a lot of pressure. Well, it was too short this time around. A gift delivery for Shishir, and he said thank you very much. Pushed with a soft hand. Should be a couple. And they're easily back home. So Citibank has been going with the rate of 10. Since this is a curtailed over match, 16 overs will be played each side. So 160 will be a good score in this pitch. But Citibank would love to score much more than that. They have that capacity, that caliber, of course, of scoring more than 160, but the batters have to show some character and resilience. The 6th over gets done. It's 61 for 1. Wow! It's a missile. It's a missile which has been launched from the pitch and landed out of the park. Hadia Zaman Shishir is having a great day in office. Once again, it's Osman Goni Sabit, who was coming from round the wicket, and he's been clubbed for an over boundary. Shishir moves on to 45 with this home run, and Citibank are 67 for 1. He goes again, but will find the fielder. Eskarifuzum has been going a little steady compared to Shishir. But he can also get loose, and he hits it downtown. Well, he also joins the party and says, I can also hit sixes like this. Tossed up from Sabit. And Arifuzzaman Akash is really good with those straight hits. A flat six down the ground, which hit the side screen. 13 runs already from the first three. Pressure, of course, he was under the cosh, and due to that pressure, he pushed this one wide, which makes it a 14 run over and still a couple of balls to be bowled. Better, a good comeback. Tossed up and almost hitting that block hole zone as well from outside the off stump. So not much room for Akash to free his arms and play a lusty blow. Full toss. An opportunity wasted, that must be said, because a batter of his caliber could have hit the ball anywhere in the ground. And he's also frustrated, said Akash. From his expression, we could really translate that. But a really expensive over came too close. 15 runs from it. It's 76 for 1 after 7. Short and put away by Arifuzzaman Akash. It will trickle down to the ropes. No, a fielder intervenes and prevents a couple of runs. Well, there wasn't much power behind that shot. Akash just held the ball on its way. Thus, the ball didn't reach the fence. It slowed down a lot, and the fielder covered the ground to stop it. Abdullah Al Imran, the skipper, has introduced himself to the attack. A miss it. Akash completely skewing it. But fortunate for him that the ball didn't reach the fielder. So all these live pictures are coming to you from Puberga Krida Shikhar Pratishthan Ground 1. It's Boshundhara Sports City Last Man Stands Dhaka League. And the first game of the day between Citibank and ShareTrip. Hadi Zaman Shishir once again tries to be a little aggressive against Imran. And he hits it straight. Almost hit the commentators, fortunately, that we are safe. But he gets closer to his, not closer in fact, he reaches his 50. Hadi Zaman Shishir, 52 from 25. A cracker of a knock comes to a close due to the rule of last man stands, that if a batter scores 50, he needs to go off. He's of course not out, but he needs to go off for the mandatory retirement. But it's a great innings. His team was under the pump. He played really watchfully, took the advantage of the loose deliveries, and really got that momentum in favor of Citibank. So the departure of Shishir brings Ashikul Islam to the crease, the new batter. And now, perhaps it's Arifuzzaman Akash who will take the charge of hitting those big shots. Imran took the pace off deliberately, and with this single, the 8th over gets concluded. It's 86 for 1 Citibank, and for the first time in this match, you will be having Rosel Ahmed with you in the com box.
Thank you very much, Alif Tasneem. Dear viewers, you're watching Bosundara Sports City Last Man Stands Dhaka League 2024-25. Oh, pulls it away and boundary to start the over. Excellent delivery. Just got the room outside of the off stump and elevation of time perfectly executed and flexes the gap as well. Ashikul Alam, his first boundary. 90 on the board. Looking very, very dangerous. Citibank right at the moment. Glides the ball down to the third man. Looks like they have a plan in their mind after hitting a boundary and then rotating the strike, which displays a quality batter's character. Arifuzzaman Akash 28 of 16. This time slices the ball into the offside. Firm single taken. Every time around, the bowler has to whip the ball with the handkerchief because a lot of dew. Catch it is the call. No man there. Just fallen short to the fielder. Survives Ashikul Alam for this time. Look at the amount of dew in the outfield that the bowler every time has to with the ball catch. Another call from the bowler. Oh, first single quickly taken and then running for the bustling second. Completed very well. It's 9 gone, 95 on the board, 95 for 1. Imon Ahmed departed early, just scored 1 run. Hadia Zaman Shishir and Arifuzzaman Akash, both the batters played really very well. And Hadia Zaman Shishir, he has retired as the rules of last man stands. After scoring a 50, batsman needs to go off. He has the mandatory retirement, Hadia Zaman Shishir, but both the batters, Arifuzzaman Akash and Hadia Zaman Shishir, set the tone for Citibank, eyeing for a big run after 16 overs. Dear viewers, it's a curtailed over game, 16 overs per side. Since there was a heavy amount of fog early in the morning. Ooh, flighted delivery. Just misses the outside part of the bat. Akash was looking to hit the ball. Front square of the wicket into the onside. Stepping out from the wicket. Couldn't play convincingly. Couple of bounces to the fielder. Good bowling from Imran. In his first over, produced quite a few dot deliveries. In this over as well, 1 dot from him. Off the back foot. Punches the ball into the offside and comfortable couple. Quick running between the wickets as well. Ashikul Alam certainly moves into the double figure. ShareTrip and Citibank's game. Oh, launches it out of the ground. What a shot that is. Off the back foot and Got the elevation of time as well. Projected score says that 171 with the current run rate. Citibank would love to have this kind of score. Over 160, 70. In fact, they would love to have a much more run than this. 10 overs gone. 105 for 100 up as well for Citibank. Mushur Jaman finds the fielder. Couple of bounces. Jaman Akash, and he will be definitely looking for his 50 as well. Started steadily, but now he's accelerating his strikes. On the other hand, Ashikul Alam joins the party as well. That's too far away. White ball signaled by the umpire Mushfiq Mitol, main umpire. On the other hand, standing into the leg side, the leg umpire Omar Farooq Russell. Oh, that's a short pitch delivery, late cut, no fielder there. Boundary, easy pickings for Ashikul Alam. Mushir Rahman, he's expensive so far. Already given away 15 of his 1.2 overs. Bowlers are struggling right at the moment. Oh, goodness me, that's a wide. Missed by the wicketkeeper as well in the meantime. Couple of runs taken. Oh, looking for 3. They will definitely get 3. Talking about the struggling of the bowlers, we have seen in the last delivery, because of dew, the ball sometimes just slipped away from the hand of the bowler. Single taken. Citibank, they will be looking for a big score, undoubtedly. That's a low full toss. Both the batters are calm and composed in the middle. 11 gone, 119 for 1. Abdul Al Imran, oh, slogged it. Catch it is the call. Oh, very close, the fielder behind square, but couldn't grab the ball. It's just over the boundary line. 6 runs. Lucky over boundary for Citibank, undoubtedly. Ashikul Alam, 34 of just 12 deliveries. Look at those numbers. Once again, slogged it. And that's out of the ground. What a shot. Effortless from Ashikul Alam. He's into the 40s. 40 of just 13 deliveries. Can you believe it? From the very beginning of his innings, he's showing his aggression that helps him to move into the 40s in a very quick time. $131 for 2 after 11.2. Now they are eyeing for 200. No doubt about that. Abdullah Imran, 32 of 2.2 delivers. Once again, short pitch delivery. This time, even farther. Oh, whacks it over mid-wicket for another 6. 3 sixes on the trot. Hat-trick sixes. If the batter Rashikul Alam will hit in the next 2 deliveries, there will be hat-trick sixes. $38 given away by Abdullah Imran in his 2.3 overs. Very expensive. In this over, 3 sixes he conceded. This time maintains a good line. Pushing for a single, 1 more run added to the total. Akash is at 34. Oh, high up in the air. I think it will go over the boundary line. Yes, it is. Oh, the ball was in the air for a while. And then over the boundary line. 12 gone, 144 for 1. 1 wicket for Latiful Azam Badhon. They'll be definitely eyeing for 200 runs and more than that. What a start. Rashikul Alam, 47 of 15 deliveries. I think he will get his 50 in this delivery. Catch it is the call. Once again fallen short into deep mid-wicket. The bowler is a bit disappointed. Akash 40 of 23. Both the batters are looking for their 50s. Oh, shot! That is out of the park! My goodness, this time around from SK Arifujjaman Akash. He couldn't get a proper timing as well. But suddenly, the momentum is with him. He just shifted the gears in favor of him. Oh, once again, 6 runs to bring up his 50. Is it? No, that's a boundary. Just fallen short to the boundary line. And he gets his 50. 50 of just 25 deliveries. He delivers for his team, Citibank. Second half centurion of the day. First was Hadia Zaman Shishir. And now SK Arifujjaman Akash joins Hadia Zaman Shishir in the dugout as the rules of mandatory retirement after scoring a 50. Maruf Ahmed skipper of Citibank, takes guard for Citibank. Five sixes came from previous 10 deliveries, and a boundary illustrates the domination of Citibank. Oh, Maruf Ahmed's intention is pretty clear. He's going to hit the ball out of the park from the very first delivery. Oh, my goodness. What a shot. Sails into the boundary for another maximum. 6 runs to finish off the over. 13 gone. 161 for 1. Only wicket getter from the side, ShareTrip, Latiful Azam Badhon comes back into the attack. Started poorly. Down the leg. Wide and gifted 2 runs. 50 as well for Ashikul Alam. 50 of just 17 deliveries. What a brilliant knock from Ashikul Alam. You have to count every batters of Citibank that they have the capability of scoring big runs, and already 3 half-centurion we have witnessed from the side. Oh, shot! And just over the fielder of long off. 6 runs. This time Maruf Ahmed. Latiful Azam Badhon just changed his role. He's bowling off spin. Different strategy from him. Maruf Ahmed couldn't play well in the previous delivery. This time every dot is very important. Looking for 2. Comfortably taken. Jabid Hossain, new batter, comes in into the non-striking end. Driven into the onside for another single. Oh, fumble out there. Overthrow. Badhon gifted another extra run to the batting team. That brings Maruf Ahmed once again back on strike. Punches the ball. Drills her down the ground for another single. End of the over. 198 is the projected score with the current run rate. Just 2 runs short to 200. 174 for 1 after 14. Oh, that's a teasing delivery outside of the off stump. Ooh, that's a wide. Even Maruf Ahmed couldn't reach the ball. Fell down into the wicket as well. Osman Guni Savid. Oh, that's a good delivery. Almost Yorker length. Fielder was a bit wideish to long on. And the bowling team is certainly shifted the gears in their favor. Just preventing the boundaries and over boundaries. Trying to do that. Oh, catch it is the call. High in the air. Once again, fielder was a bit sluggish to take that catch. Maruf Ahmed 19 of 10 deliveries with a strike rate of 190. Full toss and dispatched the bowler. 6 runs. The batter wouldn't get away to the bowler not playing this kind of shot on those looseners. Oh, this time into the offside front square of the wicket. Just one bounce to the fielder. 15 gone. Penultimate over is done. 184 for 1. Let's have a look at the batting card rather. Eskarifuzzaman Akash, Hadia Jaman Shishir and Ashikul Alam. 3 batters score 50s for Citibank. Specially credit goes to Hadia Jaman Shishir and Eskarifuzzaman Akash, who led the foundation for Citibank. That's why they are almost reaching to 200 mark. Just 16 runs needed to reach 200 runs, and in 16 overs 200 runs will be very, very challenging total. In fact, a tough total for ShareTrip, because Citibank, they're the champion customer. Lots of trophies are in their cabinet in corporate cricket. Oh, it's the pad, is it? Oh no, that's a wide. I've just remained himself still. That's 5 wides. Not a good delivery to start the over from Jahidul Islam Shipu. Shipu is less expensive from the side so far. 23. He gave in his 3 overs, though didn't get any wicket. Oh, catch it is the call. Badon will get it. Yes, it is. That's a good catch. Oh, chance of a double play, but Badon, he didn't take the risk of letting the batting team to get extra run by overthrow. Maruf has to depart. Cameo innings comes to an end from Maruf Ahmed. Second wicket goes down for Citibank PLC. Imon Ahmed and Maruf Ahmed, the two batters who got out, and the other three batters, SK Arifujjaman Akash, Hadia Jaman Shishir, and Ashikul Alam, scored 50s respectively. 191, 4 balls remaining to finish the first innings. Nirjan Bhodro and Javed Hussain, both the batters are new. Oh, that's a thickish outside edge and boundary as well. Very, very unlucky, the bowler Jahidul Islam Shipu. In fact, they gave away too many runs. On the other hand, if the batting team would get this kind of lucky boundaries, that will definitely hurt ShareTrip. Mersman tried to just guide the ball down to the third man, but missed it. 195 on the board. I think Nirjan Bhodro should look for a boundary or an over boundary. Oh, change of pace from Jahidul Islam Shipu. That prevents the batter Nirjan Bhodro to take any run from the second last delivery of the innings. Here we go, the last ball of the first innings of the day. Once again missed it, and they couldn't reach 200 run mark. 195 for 2 after 16 overs. Citibank, but this is definitely above the minimum score. 160, I think, after 16 overs. In 16 overs, that is the minimum score for a challenging total. But 195, they're 35 runs ahead, I think, from my perspective. But still, ShareTrip, they have a chance if they can start the innings with a bang. Let's see what happens next in the second innings. We'll be back shortly. Till then, don't go anywhere. Stay connected with Bosundara Sports City Last Man Stands, Dhaka League, powered by Ace.
Welcome back, everyone, to the run chase of the first game of the day between ShareTrip and Citibank. It's going to be Mujibur Rahman with the new ball in hand. Pushed in the gap. Will be a single to kickstart the run chase for ShareTrip. It's Rajin Mustafa Dipro and Masudur Rahman Akash are the opening batters for ShareTrip. And it's going to be an uphill task for them to chase 196, which is a mammoth total in 16 overs. In this muggy weather, it's always difficult for the batters to score runs quickly. Slower. Akash watchfully defends. Arfizaman Akash was one of the openers for Citibank as well, and he got a really good start for his side. So Akash from ShareTrip would love to do the same, but this time around he gets bowled. Mujibur Rahman bowls him out with a slower delivery. Akash was looking for a big strike, but got deceived in the slower ball, and that's the first wicket for Citibank. ShareTrip are 1 for 1. So it's going to be Shamsul Arfin Tuhin, the batter at number 3. Since the first wicket has fallen down, it will be a responsibility for Tuhin and Dipro to be watchful and carry this innings through for ShareTrip. Fuller, driven, and they should have come back for the second run, and they will come back due to that overthrow. The ball was pushed in the gap. The batters could have run for the second run, but that early jitter, that pressure of losing an early wicket, really kept a confusion in the mind of the batter. So, an awkward looking shot to complete the first over. A productive one for Citibank after one it's 4 for none. So it's going to be Imon Ahmed with Mujib to bowl the opening tandem. Shamsul Arfin Tuhin is not looking comfortable in terms of playing pull shots. He's getting into an awkward position for playing that shot, and this is the second time that he fetched a single through pulls. Wide outside the off stump. Deeper was looking for a cover drive, but he gets nothing on the bat. Well bowled. Whiskers away from the outside edge. Imran Ahmed has been delivering a gem of an over for Citibank. Dipro played a wild hike, but the bat was nowhere near the ball. And it's a problem for the ShareTrip batters. They're trying to cut loose, they're trying to get some early runs, but the bowlers of Citibank are completely outplaying them. A great over comes to a close from Imran Ahmed. Only a single from it. After two, it's 5 for 1. A late cut from Tuhin for a single only. It seems to be a little difficult for the ShareTrip batters to find runs. They lost the first wicket in the very first over. Mujib was the breakthrough giver for Citibank. That pressure is still teasing the batters, and they're unable to find runs. Dipro is looking to get a little aggressive but hasn't found that touch. He's trying to throw kitchen sink at everything, but it's not possible. He needs to be a bit more sensible, play with the signals if possible now. He gets that connection right. This time around it's straight, but should be a fielder, yes. Maruf Ahmed, he cuts this one off. There was no timing behind that shot at all. A miscued shot, but a couple of runs fetched as it was away from Maruf Ahmed. Goes for a ramp shot, does the pro, but once again doesn't get enough bat behind. In fact, any bat behind that shot. Leg by called by Mushfiq Natal, the umpire. He's trying out too many things. That's the problem for Dipro. He needs to follow a process. That's a good looking stroke, but straight to the fielder for a single. And this ends another successful over from Mujib. After 3, it's 10 for 1. Imran Ahmed continues, and he's been guided towards deep third, and the batters take an extra run due to some laziness from the fielder at deep third. He apologizes straight away, but he should have been more proactive. This is good presence of mind from the ShareTrip batters. They stole an extra run. Well bowled. The batter had no clue that what he's trying to do. He cleared the front leg, was looking for a push or a drive, something in between perhaps. Imran Ahmed completely toppled him. Gets it on the pads. Oh, direct hit. And the finger goes up. The keeper has played a great role behind the stumps. ShareTrip lose their second, and their struggle gets dense and dense. After 3.3, it's 13 for 2. So the second wicket brings Abdullah Limran. He starts off with a confident looking stroke straight down the ground, and this will find Maruf Ahmed at long off. So it's 14 for 2, ShareTrip. And they're struggling, of course, because they're chasing a mammoth total. Well bowled from him once again. He's pitching it up. He's keeping things really tight for the batters. As the fourth over gets concluded, it's 14 for 2. So the first change in bowling in this match, it's going to be Maruf Ahmed, the skipper of Citibank, with some left-arm spin. He is also one of the members of the World Cup winning last man stands Bangladesh national team. He played a pivotal role last year when the Bangladesh national last man stands team won the World Cup at Nairobi in Kenya. So Maruf would love to use all his experience to get some wickets for Citibank in this match. Just getting his field right, the left-arm orthodox bowler. Straight away some turn, and that extra bit of turn takes the ball away from the guideline. Not an auspicious start for Maruf, but he knows how to make comeback. That's hit in the air, but not in the gap. The fielder does well to prevent the second run because the batters were eyeing for that double. In LMS, only 6 fielders can be out there as this is an 8-a-side game, and fielders really struggle when the ball is hit in the gap. Some turn, the keeper, and it's a run out. It's a soft dismissal, a huge blunder by the batters in the middle. Mix up a massive one, and that cost the third wicket for ShareTrip. And they are completely falling apart due to that pressure of scoreboard. It's 16 for 3. It's Lotiful Ajum Badhon who comes at number 5. ShareTrip needs a partnership. In pursuit of a colossal total, partnership is a must. The batters need to bat with some responsibility and some sensibility as well. Someone is badly needed who can play a solid knock and put the pressure back on the Citibank bowlers. It's 20 for 3 and the 5th over is in progress, which will be concluded after this delivery. Badhon just works it away, calls it for the second, and he should get this one easily. After 5, ShareTrip at 22 for 3. So it's going to be Nirjan Bhadra for the 6th over. The first ball tracked towards the onside for a single. Lutful Ajam Badhon and Abdullah Al Imran will be looking to get a move on. Someone badly needs to break the shackles for ShareTrip. Swept away from the fielder as well, and it will trickle down to the rope. A welcome boundary for ShareTrip after a long time. That's clubbed, but not in the gap. So 2 left-arm orthodox bowlers used this far from Citibank. The first one was the skipper Maruf, and now it's Nirjan Bhadra. Nirjan is taking some time to find the right channel to bowl at. Firstly, he went outside the off stump, then down the leg a little, where he was swept away for a boundary. From the outside part of the below, just for a single. To complete the 6th over, after 6 it's 30 for 3. So change in bowling, it's going to be Hadi Azam Al Shishir, the new bowler in. It's 32 for 3, ShareTrip. defense at the front foot. But that was rather a defensive push for a single from Abdullah Imran. He's been in the middle for quite some time, but hasn't found that touch from where he could produce some quick runs for his side. That's clubbed, but we'll find the man. All these live pictures are coming to you from Puberga Krida Shikha Pratishthan Ground 1. You're watching Boshundhara Sports City Last Man Stands Dhaka League. Shishir beats the outside edge of Abdullah Imran and ends the 7th over with a dot. It's 35 for 3. So Nirjan Bhadra continues, and he's got a very good memory in terms of the last over. Oh, well bowled, and it's a wicket. A flighted delivery which had some turn as well, just kissed the outside edge and into the gloves of the keeper as Lotiful Ajam Bathun perishes. ShareTrip are falling apart as the 4th wicket goes down. It's 35 for 4. Lexidish. It's Moshi Rahman at number 6. ShareTrip have lost wickets in regular intervals, and The match has almost slipped out of their hands. They need something miraculous for shifting the momentum in their favor. Swept, and that's in the gap as well. Boundary after a long time for ShareTrip. Something positive in their favor, and they will be hoping that this boundary will help them to shift the gear a little. Mushir Rahman gets off the mark with this 4. There wasn't much power, but that ball went in the gap. Rocks back to the back foot, but doesn't manage enough bat to push the ball for a single. So a productive over comes to an end for Citibank. A wicket from it as well. After 8, it's 39 for 4, and there will be a change of voice in the comm box. Alright, so a delivery left, I beg your pardon. This will be the end of the over number 8. Oh, wow. That's a loopy delivery, and that deceived Mushir Rahman as well. He was completely beaten, and somehow the ball missed the stumps. It was whiskers away. So that's the end eventually. The scores remain the same. It's 39 for 4, and there will be a change of voice.
Yeah, kind of a one-sided game. 39 for 4 after 8 overs. Citibank bowlers are bowling really very well. No doubt about that. Just keeping the line and length consistent. That helped them to get 4 wickets of ShareTrip. Off the back foot. Played the front score of the wicket. Just a single. 156 runs needed of 39 deliveries, almost impossible from here on. Bat and pad close together. Pushes the ball into the offside for another single. Hadia Jaman Shishir scored a 50 in the first innings. Now his duty with the ball. Just tucked around the corner. Quickly taking the first run. Looking for the bustling second. And they did it. Couple of runs. Abdullah Imran and Mushir Rahman. The two batters are standing at the crease. Tried to just steer the ball down the third man, but completely deceived by the bowler. That's a solid block from Abdullah Imran. And that finishes the 9th over. 43 for 4 after 9. Slow left from orthodox Nirjan Bhodro continues in his first 2 overs. Just a win for 12 runs and also picked up a wicket. Looking for his second. Not a good score, good looking score for ShareTrip. I think They're just planning to play all the 16 overs. Outside of stump, played it very late. Oh, once again coming back for two. Quick running bit on the wickets. That helps them to get the couple. Mushur Rahman once again intended to play very late, but this time around misses it. Flighted delivery, and the ball flew sky for a while. No fielder there. No damage done. 10 gone, 48 for 4. ShareTrip. They need 148 runs of 30 deliveries. Hi, hi. 11 overs gone, 57 for 4. Oh, pulls it away. That is out of the ground for a 6. 6 runs to start of the over. That's a positive start from Abdullah Imran in this over, but this is too late. They need this kind of boundaries from the very beginning of the innings. 133 needed of 24 deliveries. Which is impossible from here on. Dear viewers, you are watching Bosundara Sports City Last Man Stands Dhaka League powered by Ace. And this is the Premier League game between Citibank and ShareTrip. Citibank scored 195 runs in their 16 overs. In reply, 64 for 4 after 11.2 overs. ShareTrip, they are way behind than a ShareTrip. Flighted delivery. The ball hits the inside part of the bat, picking up a single. .65 for 4. Just opens the face of the bat and takes the single from behind square. 12 gone, 66 for 4. Arifuzzaman Akash continues from the same end. This time tickle down to the leg. Comfortably a couple taken. Looking for 3, but finally didn't go for it. Abdullah Imran 26 of 20 deliveries. On the other hand, Moshir Rahman 17 of 15. Both the batters are trying to pull as much as runs. Single taken once again. Citibank, they are pretty relaxed because they know they will definitely win the game. This 127 of 18 is impossible. Looking to hit the ball behind square of the wickets. That's a wide, signaled by the umpire. This time played against the turn. Natural turn produced by S.K. Arifuzzaman Akash. Once again, low full toss. 4 runs. Effortless from Moshir Rahman. I think this boundary is gifted by Citibank PLC to ShareTrip. Played with the turn. Picks up a single from sweeper cover. Single to finish up the over. 13 gone. 75 for 4. Ashikul Alom, new bowler comes in the 14th over. He scored a 50 today of just 17 deliveries. Now, responsibility with the ball. Right arm off break. A bit of short length. Straight down the ground. Excellent fielding down there. Easy single taken. Singles won't help right at the moment to ShareTrip. Oh, Bolden just misses the length and line as well. Excellent delivery. Just clips the bails. Top of the stump, top of the leg stump. And kind of a freebie. Maruf Ahmed is teasing Ashikul Alam out there. Ashikul Alam gets the wicket, and high chance for Ashikul Alam to be the man of the match. .77 for 5. Fifth wicket goes down for ShareTrip. Nothing to win for ShareTrip from here. They're just trying to play all the overs. That is the plan. I think so. Maruf Ahmed fielded from deep mid-wicket. Abdullah Imran, 28 of 22, straight to the bowler. Dot ball to finish up the over. 14 gone, 78 for 5, ShareTrip. 118 runs needed of 10 deliveries. It's impossible. They are just doing their formalities. Just comes down the wicket, couldn't play convincingly, though he gets a single. Arifujjaman Akash in his 2 overs went for 18 runs now conceded a single, but still he's trying to get the wicket. Oh, that's a big shot, but fielder underneath it. Oh, puts down. Catch it is the call from SK Arifujaman Akash, but he's very unfortunate. He couldn't get the wicket. Fielder on long on dropped the catch. Fallen short to Maruf Ahmed, SK Arifujaman Akash. He was very much eager to get the wicket, to get a wicket. In fact, once again, low full toss, boundary for ShareTrip. It's kind of a dead rubber game. 85 for 5 after 14.4 overs. Just 6 deliveries left to finish the match. Waited for a while to get that ball. 15 gone, 86 for 5, ShareTrip. Sorry looking scorecard from ShareTrip. Rajin Mustafa departed early, 3 of 8. Masudur couldn't open his account as well. Who will bowl the last over? It's Ashikul Alam, who got a wicket, contender of the Player of the Match award. This time, here's the deck. Hard. Oh, coming back for 2, comfortably taken. Drama out there from Citibank and ShareTrip as well. Shot rocks back. Excellent fielding. Oh, great fielding. That is eye-soothing fielding from the fielder into the straightish long off region. Coming down the wicket. Single taken from whitish long on. Abdullah Limran, 37 of 29. Usman Goni Sabit, new batter, 3 of 3. Looking to hit big, completely missed it. Just a 1 ball remain to finish the match. Once again missed it, and there's the end of the match. 106 runs victory for Citibank, and that is a clinical performance from Citibank with the bat, with the ball as well. The bowlers bowled really very well. Restricted a ShareTrip at 89 after 16 overs. Not a bad batting, not a good batting from ShareTrip rather. They scored just 89 runs and couldn't even fight in this game against Citibank. Excellent display of batting and bowling from Citibank PLC. They won the match by a big margin, 106 runs against ShareTrip. They're shaking their hands and happy faces from the players of Citibank we have seen. So that's the end of the first match of Ace Last Man Stands Dhaka League, powered by Bosundhara Sports City. We'll be back with the second game of the day. Till then, don't go anywhere.